Welcome to our channel. Today we will reflect on one of the most powerful and comforting Psalms, Psalm 91. This psalm reminds us of God's divine protection, the security we find in Him, and the full trust we can place in Him, even in times of adversity. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. What an incredible promise! The Lord our God invites us to find rest and security in His presence. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Psalm 91 begins by declaring our total trust in God, acknowledging that He is our protection and our strength. In all moments of weakness, we can find refuge in Him. God promises to deliver us from all evil, from the snare of the enemy, and from destruction that comes by night or by day. He guards us from diseases and invisible dangers. Like a bird that protects us with its wings, He surrounds us with His care. With His feathers, He will cover you, and under His wings, you will find refuge. His faithfulness is our shield, and nothing will harm us when we are under His protection. You do not need to fear the dangers of the night, nor the threats of the day. Even if 1,000 fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, God's promise is clear. No harm will come to you. You will be protected, even when the enemy rises against you. God places His angels around us to protect us and guide us in all our ways. They sustain us, so we do not stumble upon stones. Even in the midst of difficulties, the Lord keeps us firm and secure. You will tread upon the lion and the viper. God gives us the authority to overcome even the most fearful adversities. He promises to deliver those who love and know Him. When you call on Him, He will answer. He will be with you in trouble and will honor you. God also promises to grant us long life and reveal His salvation. With Him, our soul finds rest, and our life is full of purpose and security. May you feel God's protection over your life today. He is your refuge, your fortress, and His faithfulness will never fail. If you enjoyed this reflection, subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with those who need this message of hope. Sometimes life places us in situations where fear, insecurity, and uncertainty surround us. But in this psalm, we find the assurance that we are not alone. God, the Creator of the heavens and the earth, becomes our refuge, our safe haven. The feeling of being lost without direction is replaced by the peace that comes from knowing that He is with us, guarding us at all times. The image of God as a shelter, someone who covers us with His wings, is deeply comforting. Just like a mother bird protects her chicks, He offers to protect us, even in the darkest nights, even when life's storms try to knock us down. There is no safer place than God's presence. He not only protects us, but surrounds us with His faithfulness, which is as firm as a rock. Even in the face of adversity, He promises that nothing will harm us. How many times in life do we see difficulties approaching? But this psalm reminds us that, even when 1,000 fall at our side, we are covered by His grace. We can look at the chaos around us and still find peace, because His promise is clear. He is with us. No matter how big the challenges are, He has the power to deliver us from them all. And even more, He sends His angels to protect us. The thought that divine beings are by our side, supporting us every step of the way, brings us deep comfort. In our moments of weakness, when our strength seems to fail, He lifts us up with the strength of heaven. We are no weaker than the problems around us because God sustains us with His mighty hand. And when it all comes to an end, He promises us something even greater. A long life, a life full of His blessings, His salvation. He will never abandon us. When we call, He answers. When we seek, He finds us. And in the end, when we look back, we will see that the journey was marked by His constant presence. Psalm 91 reminds us, more than anything, that there is no fear that can overpower us when God is our refuge. He is our fortress, And if you are walking through the valley of the shadow of death, know this: He is there. He will not let you fall. His love will never fail. May this message wrap you in hope, fill you with confidence, and strengthen you. For in God, we find our true security. Have you experienced the peace that comes from fully trusting in God, even in the most difficult times? If this message touched your heart, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and let's make a purpose together to walk in the security and protection of the Lord every day of our lives. May God bless you and strengthen you always.